So I already gave this similar presentation a couple years ago at MCC, so those of you who heard it, I'm sorry. And I have to apologize that this presentation is pretty general, but as a librarian, my primary job is to provide, my primary job is not to do actual DS digital scholarship project, but to make the our collection available for digital scholarship project. So I wanted to talk a little bit about overall. Yale University is very grateful about receiving NCC MVS grant of this Jujun Kagetsu. This is a manuscript of Lai Kyohei, who was uncle of the famous Confucius scholar Lai Sanyo's, and he compiled this travel album that has so many different Kanpun Chinese poem, and also the waka, and as well as paintings. So the Yale Art Gallery curator who I worked with to get this grant is talking about doing a little bit of networking analysis during this of this Lai Sanyo and Lai Sanyo and his entourage and associates, but we haven't done it. And actually, what I was asked to present today is my experiences and challenges of making our collection of available to for the digital scholarship. So I'm gonna talk a little bit of that. First of all, one of the most challenging thing for us is the many different Japanese special collection is housed in different libraries, and they have very much different procedures, fee structures, standards, and interface. So I have to work on those. I have to be understanding all different infrastructure and preservation matter. Also, different formats is really, really challenging. If I wanted to, if Scholar asked me to use the DS project, one object as an object, I have to make sure I have to communicate digital with the preservation librarian and also scanning person to make it the material as a book, like scroll or album, and not flat as an image. This is another example. And the map is one of the most challenging thing for me. If its map is small enough to just able to put the even section of the map onto the scanner, we can take the section of it and then stitch it all together later. But if it's like map like Kuniezu, it's like huge. I just cannot find the scanner or like really good one to put it. I mean, we can't open it; it's just really too big, and we have to get the fund for this. This is a Japanese film collection. It's a donation. Then I have to work. I might want to talk a little bit more about this, but this collection has so many digital audiovisual materials involved, so that I have to make sure to get funding and staff time for good long-term preservation for this digital material. Also, another thing is what are the purpose of the digitization, and sometimes it's network analysis or like just visually needs to see, and we just have to place it. But then this is an example of the Asakawa Epistolary Network project, which we also has not just this kind of letter, but we also have lots of typed English typed letters, and all we have to do is we just have to get a scanner, OCR, scan. When they are scanning, they do OCR. So I have to make sure to get funding for it.
Can I cut in the question?
Yeah.
What kind of accuracy for the scanning?
No, this is not accurate. This is the transcribing. Transcribing.
But that's eventually your digital project, right?
Right. This is already be digitized.
Exactly.
But this is not gonna. We are not gonna able to do OCR. Yeah, there's no way. So we are crowdsourcing. Yeah. Another thing is the conservation before digitization. This was one of the unique collection we had. So we wanted it digitized, but then pages were broken and then fragile. So again, we had to get the funding for this. So actual digitization, like Setsuko said, we have to make sure how to handle the scrolls and also like how to, let's see, like sometimes we have to tell the textual direction if it's not upside down and all that kind of thing. Sometimes we need special equipment for digitizing materials. Like this Hyakumanto Darani, which is covered by plaster, so we need X-ray to scan. So we had to make sure to do that. So another set of material like web archiving, it's a really different set of animal, and this is from Yale. Archival material, how to say, this is appraisal system of the web archiving, and this is just a technical portion of it. Not to evaluate the website itself, but the technical portion of it to ensure that it will store long time. I'm sorry, I totally lost my presentation notes. So, so once the actual material is scanned or digitized, next term is long-term digitization project. And Yale use a system called Preservica. I need to, in order to use Preservica, I need to get funding for the storage, like 1 terabyte, or, and also I need to get staff money to ingest, and also quality control of the file. So again, we have to write a grant for that. And the last set is discovery and access. I often struggle as working in the United States. And then we deal Japanese material. I sometimes struggle a lot for this actually set of part that for example, metadata. I mean, it's a monogatari, and then it's set of monogatari. It's very simple, right? It's so easy for me should be able to fix it, but then I have to go through so many layers with the metadata librarians to be able to fix it because it's not in our system. Different interfaces. This is Binapi, the Railbook library, and this is archive. It's a different interface, and for us, we have to know how to not only how to search, the expert to be a search function, but we have to know where the collection exists. Suddenly, it's like amazing collection come out, and we didn't know. Display issue, right to left orientation. This is for this screen I just stitched the image together to show it. This is the end of scroll, right? And then like Japanese usually right to left. But because of the Western central interface, that we just can't do display well. Am I explaining right? Yes. Okay. Okay, good. So this is another thing is how to display digital and audiovisual material. Again, this is also I think this is like not crowdsourcing, but it's a code sharing file software. So that Yale is building on it, but we have no idea that if Japanese files and visual material will work. So I'm gonna end up working with those committee to make sure. And also I have to get the fund to able to ingest in here. So I pretty much I feel like I just complain, and I am just complaining. I just thought as a like Setsuko said, we have become more and more like a project manager who do this kind of thing, working with so many other people. And I feel like as a project manager, I cannot do everything by myself, and the experts do it. But I'm the one who needs to know this kind of thing to push the digitization project forward. Just because, again, when like Setsuko, like in our university, it's not just Japanese materials, and then we have priorities, and we have so many different digitization projects that if I don't work, then nothing gets forward. So I just wanted to bring this issue, and I'm grateful to be able to participate in this workshop, so that I can share the our story and the ideas, so that we can be unite and move forward. Thank you.